Yo, what's up? Back to another video, and I'm recording this right now. It's Saturday, so technically it is a week from last time I uploaded, but I won't be uploading this until what would be tomorrow, which in this case would be Sunday. So, did I fail? No, but yes, because I recorded it Saturday, but I uploaded Sunday, because frankly I don't have YouTube on my phone. That's where I record. Yeah, so today's video is going to be about consistency. So, I hopped on this dopamine detox a week ago, and pretty much I set up everything. I had all this stuff. I am going to go make a Loom video explaining just showing like my checklist and all this stuff, all the habits and all the doohickeys and stuff, doohickeys. But yeah, I'm gonna make a very detailed video on that, just like that, and how to create one for yourself, because I think that's just like if you want to have a successful dopamine detox, you need to have some plan. You can't just go in and say okay. You can't just do that. Like, you're less likely to really succeed, right? So today we're gonna go over consistency, and this is ironic because that's the exact thing that's the opposite of what I've been doing the past week. So this dopamine detox, I would say, has been so far very, very tough. Frankly, as a guy like me who's just porn addict, social media addict, all that stuff, it's very hard to just quit your addiction like that within a week, right? So first 2 days I was doing great. Then it started to get worse. So I started playing more music, read less, and do that stuff, and go on Instagram and all that stuff. And that wasn't working well. And now I'm at this point where it's like, okay, now I need to do things. I need to change up some things, right? And one of them was, I'm going to record this video. Because I was going to actually just postpone this until tomorrow. But I was like, you know what? I'm awake. Let's fucking record this video. So, we'll do that. And what I learned about consistency is that it's not a numbers game. It's a longevity game. You need to think of the long term. Basically, what I'm saying here is, don't think of it as a streak. Don't try to go as many days as you can doing the great habits. Think about just doing more of it over time. So, this is actually like what a lot of rehab does. Basically, if you want a smoker or a drug addict to do more of the good habit, which is not using the drug, and less of the bad habit, which is using the drug, then they have to condition them to be in an environment that promotes that good habit instead of the bad habit. So, for example, a smoker will, like, if he smokes weed usually in his room or in the couch or something like that, they would say, okay, avoid the room, or at least change up the room environment and the couch and all that stuff so it won't affect you. And what this does is this reduces the amount of triggers you have for the addiction. So when you're doing something, you're like, okay, great, I'm splendid. I'm not smoking weed. And over time, yeah, he will relapse. The thing is, they will relapse at some point. Your brain has been so hooked on this substance. For example, it's like porn, video games, social media. Your brain has been hooked onto this substance. Quitting cold turkey might work for some, but you're not some. A majority of people just can't quit cold turkey. Some people can, and frankly, I mean, that's commendable. Like, great. I mean, that's great. You can just quit a habit like that. I mean, I love that too. But you gotta take things in a slow manner. At this point, it's not about just getting rid of the addiction now. You just want to get rid of the addiction. So, dopamine detox and being consistent in it is pretty much like that. You're doing more of the good habits and less of the bad habits. I'm not saying you're only doing good habits and never doing bad habits. I'm saying you're doing more of the good habits. So before, you had an 80-20 split. So 80% was bad habits, 20% was good habits, right? Now, you're going to try to edge it. Oh, man, I'm such a... that was so immature. Don't laugh, okay? Edge. Fucking Instagram memes, man. But, You're trying to just move the 80 to 20 to 70 30 to 60 40 to 50 50. Now you got a good balance about good habits and bad habits, and you're seeing a decrease in the amount of bad habits you do. You still do them, but you're doing a decrease over time, and then you're moving it. And what this is when you prolong it, your brain will get used to it. Your brain will say, okay, I like doing these good habits. I like not being on porn and stuff like that. And your just like desire to be on porn, it just decreases. And at this point, like, yeah, you will have some relapses for like maybe like months until maybe a year. It could take years for this to happen. It depends on how strong the addiction is. But over time, you will lose that addiction. And then at some point, like, you will go a whole month without beating off the porn. And you're like, damn, wait, I just spent a whole month and I didn't even think about porn at all. And I don't even feel like going to porn anymore. And you're just like, I beat the addiction. And then during that time, you improved yourself to the point where you did all these good habits and you improved yourself. You focused on your goals. You did what you wanted to do before. And you're stronger. You're thinking better. You're probably a lot more attractive because you took your health seriously. You start working out and all this stuff. And you're like, damn, I'm doing better in this like category. And I don't even feel like doing the bad habits anymore. And you're just a happier person. You're more confident. You probably will get yourself like a girlfriend soon, or boyfriend, whoever's watching this. And you're gonna get a lot more happy. And that's what I want. I want that for you. So I'm gonna give you the solution that will guarantee that. Instead of giving you the solution, or people will give you a solution and they'll just sell you a course like, this is how you quit porn. Buy my $7,000 course. I'm not selling you anything. Frankly, you see my description, it's just a description. I don't sell shit in here. And I will never sell anything in here. I will not sell you any course. There's no program. There's nothing. All of this is just information that I'm willing to give because I've learned this from people. And I want to give this to you. Because frankly, I think knowledge should be shared freely. I don't think that you should be paying for it. I mean, obviously, like, there is some knowledge that you need to like work for. Like, you can't just get all this knowledge. Like, you gotta work for it. You gotta apply it. But knowledge should be free, and I think anyone, regardless of like economic like status or wealth, they deserve this type of information because it could change their lives. I guarantee you right now, in a few years, I'm going to be a completely different person. Completely different. Probably even making money off this YouTube channel. I'm probably going to be popular. Probably going to be very successful. Very jacked and very healthy. I see that within myself. You should see that within you. That's why this is important. That's why you should take this advice. So that's my watch. But what I'm saying here is consistency isn't a numbers game. It's a long-term game. You need to think long-term. This isn't about now. You're not trying to quit the addiction now because you can't. You can't just quit the addiction now. You could if you're like the 1% of people who just have that reward circuitry like thing where your dopaminergic cells are just not that sensitized, I guess. But yeah. Sorry, I just lost my train of thought. But you need to have some willpower, you need to have some discipline, and you need to say, yeah, maybe right now I'm not going to be where I want to be, but the point is I'm trying to get myself there. There's a mountain. At the top is happiness, fulfillment, and the success you want because you quit the addiction and you took the action. And you're at the bottom. You're at the bottom where you're in the addiction and you're suffering and you just want to improve yourself. You need to climb up that mountain. I'm sorry to tell you, you need to climb it out. There is no easy fix. There is no easy solution. There is practically nothing a person can ever sell you that will easily fix that addiction. All it requires is some willpower some just etching on the wall, just like one more day. Not like the streaks thing, but one more day you do better. One more day you spend 30 minutes less on Instagram, or one more month where you fap half the time that you did last month. It's about gradual improvement. Self-improvement is just gradual improvement. Self-improvement, you don't just snap your fingers and then you become jacked and handsome and successful. You just don't do that. The overnight success takes years. Years. It took years. It took years for me to even start working out. I knew about working out. It took me years to start working out. I'm still fixing some issues that I'm probably not gonna fix until a year from now. That's if I go hard in this. Maybe a year from now I'm still suffering. I hope I'm not, but maybe I am. Or maybe in that same year, I'm doing better and I'm still not there yet. It's gonna take some time, and consistency is such a fabricated term, because nowadays people just see consistency as, oh, I need to do this every single day, and if I don't, I'm gonna lose the habit. Oh, how can I be consistent on NoFap? I need to have the streak, and if I break the streak, I will never have these benefits until I get back to that streak. It's so weird. These NoFap YouTubers, these porn addiction counselors, and all this stuff, they don't know the real shit that I'm talking to you about. Okay? And you may not take my advice. I did say before, I'm a porn addict. Still am. I still use porn. Still use porn. You could say, Monis, how do I know your advice is right? Hasn't even worked for you. It is working for me, but I'm not there yet. Frankly, I'm not that credible. But you gotta just take this advice for a grain of salt. Just take it with a grain of salt. Like, there were so many times where I took advice, and my brain was always telling me, this probably is not gonna work. It's the limiting beliefs. Sometimes they're just things you just need to try out. Like, for example, it's like you just need to try out some things. Maybe the research shows that fapping once a day is not bad, and it actually could decrease prostate cancer. Okay, but then go a week without fapping and see how much better and stronger and more driven you feel. Okay? Because research can only do so much. Research can be helpful. It can be a good tool. But it's not the end all be all. So when you take consistency, take the advice and say, okay, I may not be at the best right now, and I won't be the best tomorrow, or even the next month, or the next year, but I will be better next year. So you just take that 1% every day, maybe not even 1%, 10% every day. Depends on how fast you can improve, or how fast you're willing to improve. Frankly, consistency is a very tricky topic. People will always tell you, this is how you're going to get consistent. I think the real trick to get consistent is to have hope. To have hope and just do better. Just to try. You know, nowadays, people will tell you, people will give you negative advice. They'll say there is no hope. The black pill, they're always going to say there's no hope. There is hope. No matter where you are. No matter if your fucking arm's cut off, or your skin is black, and you're... Sorry, I didn't mean it like that. Like, skin is, burnt and stuff. Burnt black. Fuck. If I get canceled off the YouTube and get kicked out of my college, bro, that's fair. Okay, but, basically, if your skin sucks and you have, tons of acne and you're ugly, it's still hope. You just need to know what to do and put the work to do it. I wanted to make this video because, this is more of a motivation to me, because, yeah, maybe my first week sucked, but then second week I'm gonna do better. Second week I'm gonna try. Even if I relapse, I'm still gonna try to do better. So I wanted to say, good luck on your self-improvement journeys, and work hard, especially when you don't feel like it.